Welcome to episode two of the Never Famous podcast. Still sick, ready to go. Thinking of an idea. I want to do something like midway through the episodes of something called intermission music. So, what for intermission music? Halfway through the episodes, I want to play somebody that's up and coming, somebody that's not signed, something new. So if y'all got anybody, or you want me to play your music, or y'all know anybody, just send me a DM. We're gonna get right into it, right to music. Some of the beat battles, the Instagram battles. I definitely want to see French Montana 50 Cent is supposed to happen this week. I missed Secreto and Don Miguelo last night. I seen some clips of it. I thought it was from the clips that I saw, but I didn't. Like I said, I didn't really get to see that. For anybody that did get to see that, let me know how that was. My favorite Instagram battle, apart from Swiss Beats and Timberland, was Tiny and Looney Tunes. Anybody that gets a chance, it should probably be up on YouTube already. Definitely go watch that. That was, to me, my favorite. It's songs that we grew up on, like old, new, bunch of stuff. It was great. Let me see. We got a Fabio, Brooklyn drill scene, straight out of New York, dropping this week. Friday. I'm really excited. I want to see what is gonna sound like. What is he gonna bring now that the music is a little dead right now, but especially the Brooklyn drill scene is a little, we don't really know where it's gonna go after Pop Smoke passed. So I guess we'll see. Another thing Little Baby. I don't know if I mentioned that. I meant to mention it last week. Loved his album. It's probably my favorite album. Him and Bad Bunny probably got my favorite albums out right now at the end of 2020. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's fire. I also saw he's been signing a lot of young artists, which I fuck with that heavy, putting a lot of people on, shouting them out even if he don't sign them. Young and up and coming people, keeping it young and up and coming. J.I., for whoever's not familiar with them, J.I., the Prince of New York. He got a couple songs out by now, but if you're not in tune with him, should definitely check him out. Going back to a little of the battles, I would love to see some more battles, something bachata or the Demboceros. I seen where El Mayor said he was willing to battle El Alfa, even though I don't think that's really even. I don't think anybody can really battle El Alfa at this point. Maybe El Mayor and Chimbala. Secreto against one of those guys. There's a few of them, but at this point, I don't think that any of them are just at El Alfa's level. We've been there for as long as most of them, and he's had maybe Chimbala could go against him, but even then, I'm not too sure about that one. Let me see. We got The Baby came out last week as well. Projected to do 140, 150. I've seen a lot of people were critiquing him about that they wanted him to switch his flow up, and so now he switched it up, and then I also see people complaining. So I guess you can never make everybody happy, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was real good. West Side Gun album was really good. I really liked it. Buffalo, New York, right there. Benny and them. Mickey Wood's album came out right, like I put out the first episode, and Mickey Woods came out right after that, and I still haven't given it a full listen. But I heard good things about it. Keeping it Mickey Woods, I just started watching the Nicky Jam El Ganador on Netflix, and he's in the. I'm liking it so far. Setch put out a 4-song EP that was it's pretty good. The Siete Tre album is only, like I said, it was only gonna be 3-4 new songs, but it was good. TV Guns, for whoever is into that Spanish rap scene, put something out. I think that's for the most part all the things that came out that I listened to, that I checked out for. But yeah, I think that's it. I mentioned Bad Bunny earlier, since he's the first artist to spend 5 weeks in the top 5 for a Spanish album of Billboard. Let me see if I worded that right. So first Spanish artist to spend 5 weeks in the top 5. Yep, with the Spanish album. Shout outs to Bad Bunny. I really like that album. It was received pretty good. Citizens married to immigrants aren't getting STEM checks, which makes no fucking sense. I don't understand what is you, like, you been married to someone that's not, someone that's an immigrant, has nothing to do with you. If your legal status is fine, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Just making it harder, because that's somebody that it's a couple. They might have kids. They might live with more people, so they most likely need that money, and you're just not gonna give it to them because they're married to somebody that at the moment is an immigrant. And if you know that they're married to an immigrant, that means that they're in the process of working on that person's legal status. So that just makes no sense to me at all. It was confirmed by the Republicans now that Putin did help Trump become the president, which means Hillary should have won, which obviously I don't understand. I understand the way that the voting system works in the U.S., but at pure votes, I don't have the number in front of me, but Hillary won, I want to say, from somewhere between 2 to 6 million votes, like pure votes. So it just didn't make sense to me that she didn't win from the beginning, even though I know it's like electoral colleges and all of those things. But yeah, it just didn't make sense to me. But I guess let's see what they'll do now. Honestly, I think he will be. He will do another 4 years. He won't be impeached. He won't go to jail. Maybe after the second term is done, he will. But if he didn't get impeached and he hasn't, they're still willing to vote for him again for another 4 years after everything that he's already done. At this point, I don't think that there's anything that'll take him out of that position. But yeah, I was watching a show called Too Hot to Handle on Netflix. It just recently came out. I binge watched it a little bit. So it was that Sunday, I think it was. It was a slow day. I didn't really go out. And as I'm watching it, like, even though it's a show, it might be scripted and all that, and I was just really thinking how, for men, it's so hard for us to commit to things, and like our fear of commitment, a lot of the times we sabotage like the things that, like, the relationships with women. If we really like them, we sabotage those relationships, just scared that it won't work, or that we'll get cheated on, and or even that will hurt them. And that isn't an excuse to do dumb shit. But a lot of the times we fuck up a lot, just being scared and not knowing how to word the way that we're feeling, how to word our feelings and express ourselves properly. Because growing up, a lot of times when you express your feelings, we're looked at a certain type of way. We're like, as men, we're too emotional. You gotta man up, and these certain things. So I think that we got to learn how to articulate ourselves and how to speak, even if it isn't just a relationships, like your emotional relationships, so we don't fuck up relationships, them being friends, family, work, significant others, and things like that. It just, I was watching it and it made me, because one of the guys on the show made me think about, like, seeing him, how scared he was to commit to a woman that, and the show was so apparent that he had feelings for, because of his past relationship. He said that he was cheated on with his best friend, and so he was just real scared to get into another relationship. And things like that are why I see a lot of like jokes about, oh, like, man, you get hurt in the first grade and now you're 45 and you still don't want to commit. You're still scared to commit. But I feel like a lot of us hold on to shit and we'd never really let shit go. And I'm only speaking for men because I'm a man and, I'm doing this by myself. But a lot of times, yeah, we just fuck up a lot of good things, just being scared and seeing things that other people around us go through. But then at the same time, a lot of, like, sometimes it be you got like our lack of feelings for you guys, right? So we'll be with a woman, like, we'll sleep with them, we'll hang out with them and all those things, and then we'll stop talking after a couple of months, and women automatically assume, oh, all you wanted was sex. All you wanted was sex. Now that we had sex, you stopped talking to me. Nah, the sex wasn't even all that. I stopped talking to you because I don't fucking like you. Like, you just, as the more that I get to know you, is the more that I seen that I don't want to be with you. I don't want nothing. I don't want a relationship. I don't want nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with the sex. But, we're always going to be a piece of shit because we're a man and whatever. But I guess that's just the way that it works. Switching it to sports a little bit, I love that I'm seeing all of these high school kids in the U.S. A lot of them are skipping going to college and are going to play overseas, and they're playing the G League and the NBA. They have a program now where you can play a year in the G League, and then the following year you can get drafted. And I love it because a lot of these kids work themselves to those positions to help their families, because a lot of those kids come from bad neighborhoods and impoverished neighborhoods, and to then have to go play a year or two in college for free when it's a $1 billion industry just completely blows my mind. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me at all why it is the way that it is. But yeah, I like seeing it. I seen LaMelo Ball went overseas, went to Australia, and ended up buying the team that he played for after the season was done, which is a huge boss move, and just huge for him. Even if his longevity in the NBA isn't real long, he's starting to invest some of the money that he has, which is great to see. The intermission music this week is of a friend of mine, the song, but we're gonna play it now. The song is Ilian featuring ATM, Vete.
Así que vete, que ya yo no siento nada por ti. Y yo sé que sin mí no vas a ser feliz, y que conmigo volverás al fin. Así que vete, que ya yo no siento nada por ti. Y yo sé que sin mí no vas a ser feliz, y que conmigo volverás al fin. Ya se acabó, lo de nosotros se murió. Tú te fuiste reality se pudrió, oh, se pudrió lo que teníamos. Así que vete que no quiero nada de ti, tampoco tú de mí. Arranca pa'l carajo, olvídate de mí, yeah. Remix. Mala, 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 yeah. 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 No sé por qué quieres volver, si tú sabes que tú eres infiel. Yo sé que tú quieres volver, pero no se va a poder. No sé por qué quieres volver, si tú sabes que tú eres infiel. Yo sé que tú quieres volver, pero no se va a poder. Así que vete, que ya yo no siento nada por ti.
All right, that is Alien, Ileyan music featuring ATM Bete for week one, the initial week one of intermission music. Like I said, send me songs y'all want to hear, so y'all want other people to be put on to, shit that y'all fucking with, that's underground, the people that aren't signed, people that are coming up. Yeah, let me know how y'all fucking with it. We're going back a little bit to music. The Game, I saw he recently lost the earnings to his album and the label to pay a $7 million payout to a woman that he I want to say allegedly molested. He might have lost. I'm assuming he lost that case. It's not alleged. He lost that case. Well, still alleged. But he did lose that case. So he had to pay the woman that money from the love show that he had. She said that he molested her. But then he posted a video with some money and all that bullshit that he still got it. So I don't know. Going sports a little bit. Gronkowski to the Bucs. So he still had when the year he retired, he was traded to the Lions. Him and a second round pick for a first and second round pick to the Patriots. But instead of going to the Lions, he retired. He said he'd rather retire than play for the Lions. So that's what he ended up doing. And he still had this year, like he had 1 year, $10 million left on his deal. So that's why now that he was traded to the Bucs, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, for the people that are not too football savvy, he was traded to the Bucs for a fourth round pick, him and a seventh for a fourth, I believe. Because he said he would come back to play with Brady. So that's exactly what he did. He came back to play with Brady. I guess we won't know exactly how they're gonna play until the season starts, because Gronk hasn't played in a while, and Brady didn't look that good last year. But Brady never really had that much talent around him, anyways. At least offensively. I think that's why I saw that they were interested in trading O.J. Howard, which didn't make sense to me until now that they have Gronk. To why they were looking for a trade partner for O.J. Howard. So we'll see what happens with that. For anybody that knows a little bit about the draft, wide receiver Denzel Mims, who is projected between the second and third round, said he came on a visit to Philly, and at his time of his visit here, he said that Philly's a scary place, that he didn't really want to play here because not necessarily because of the team, but because of the city. And I was just kind of thinking like, wow, this guy's a pussy. But at the same time, when you're not from here and you come here, I can understand why you would look at the city like that. It's a lot of shit that goes on where you gotta have your head on a swivel. But I feel like it's like that in any major city. if you like, if you live anywhere, you gotta have your head on a swivel. Even though the crime has been really bad in the city lately, but if you're not really somebody that's in the way like that, somebody that's that's not out and about like that, I don't think that you really run into too many problems. So I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what they draft. The draft is this will be coming out Thursday, so it'll be tonight technically. It's what is that? The 23rd. I believe it's the 23rd. Yes, the 23rd. So we'll see what the Eagles do. Also, the other day, I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and he asked me what is my favorite Drake album, and I automatically said Nothing Was the Same, like off rip, without thinking about it. I still got it first, but I don't think I'll ever disrespect Thank Me Later the way that I did that day. Feel like I didn't put the respect on Thank Me Later that it deserves, because I started to listen to it again the other day, and that shit is maybe because that was like the first time I was introduced to him, and I guess you could say I grew up on that, but it's just top tier, like really 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 top tier, and honestly it might be my second favorite album from him. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna look at his discography. Oh man, it's gonna take forever. I should have just did it on my phone. I believe it was Thank Me Later. It's still Thank Me Later. Nothing Was the Same. No, Nothing Was the Same. Take Care. Then Nothing Was the Same. So we got So Far Gone. Thank Me Later. Take Care. Nothing Was the Same. What a Time. Yeah, What a Time to... No, If You're Reading This Is Too Late, then What a Time to Be Alive. Views, More Life, Scorpion. Yeah, that's it. Then last year he gave the little care package of all the songs that he had previously put out. But honestly, I'm going to rank them like this. Anybody that has an opinion that would like to talk about it or just let me know what their order is, hit me up. I got a Nothing Was the Same, Thank Me Later, More Life, Take Care, Scorpion. Did I say Views? Yeah, I said Views. And then What a Time to Be Alive is last to me. And then So Far Gone. I don't really count So Far Gone there. So, yeah, Thank Me Later and Nothing Was the Same, Views, Take Care, Scorpion, yeah, What a Time, and More Life. All right. So, yeah, that was my list. But, yeah, Thank Me Later definitely transcended a lot of the music that we hear now. Definitely started an era. And definitely going to put a lot more respect on it. Let me see. Oh, another thing. I was having a conversation with a friend. You gotta tell men, we're fucking idiots. Like, stupid. We are stupid. You gotta treat us like children in the sense of when you want something, just tell us straight up exactly what you want. Be like, listen, I want this, and that. Like, I want you to do this, sexually or in the house, or I want you to stop doing this. I want you to do that. Like, you just tell us straight up, yo, this is what I want, and that's your best bet. Because if you tell a man exactly what you want, and he still don't pay attention, he just don't give a fuck. At that point, he just doesn't care. But for the most part, a lot of times we're confused because we're a little dumb. You gotta tell us exactly what you want. Tell us what it is. Off rip, be like, listen, I want you to fucking jump through the fucking hula hoop like that. Just tell us whatever it is that you want. Just tell us exactly what it is. But yeah, just let us know exactly what it is. And yeah, that's a wrap for episode 2. This week is a little shorter than last week. I'm still sick. By the time next week comes around, I should be good. I should be good to go. But I'm still feeling a little sick. That's why I feel like this week my energy is definitely off. If last week it wasn't, it definitely is this week. But should be coming every Thursdays on Anchor, every Sunday on Spotify. Still working on Apple. I don't know how long that's gonna take. Soon as I know, I will be posting it and I'll let you guys know. But for now, Thursday's Anchors, Sunday Spotify. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Intermission music. Oh yeah. Definitely, I want to say thank you to everybody. Everybody sent me texts, DMs, that reposted, that showed me love, showed me support. I appreciate it. Honestly, like down in my heart, like my soul, I really appreciate the love. Everybody that tuned in, tell a friend to tell a friend.